Hi guys, it's me Gordon from Hope Church Sittingbourne. I just want to let you in. Today is a very exciting day. It's 1 year to the day that our family moved right here to Sittingbourne in this house. Beforehand we were at Cornerstone City Church in Medway. I've been there for 10 years on the leadership team, and then we felt in faith that God had called us to start Hope Church Sittingbourne here, and so we moved our family here and just kind of wanted to share with you some of the things that have happened over that last year. It's been so exciting just to see God establishing the church. I think one of the main things is that we prayed so specifically for so many things, for new friends, for school places, for new jobs, for finances, for places to meet, for people to come and join, for people to share the gospel with, and we've just seen God come through again and again and again over the last 365 days, and that gives us so much faith for what God might do in the future. So when we moved a year ago, it was literally just our family and our dog that moved from Gillingham, a few miles, probably 10 miles up the road, and we didn't really know who else would be joining us. And so looking back now over 365 days, it's amazing to see that there's well over 20 of us now that are gathering in homes and on Sundays in Costa. God's just been so gracious to us, really, just seeing people added into the church. He's building a beautiful community here, which is so exciting. One of the things really, when you're church planting or pioneering, it's a journey of firsts. There are so many things that the first person that you share the vision with, the first kind of family or individual that connects in and gets that vision and wants to join, the first person that you share the gospel with. One of the things we've really been pressing in for, only up to a few weeks ago really, was the first person to respond to the gospel, first salvation, and then after that the first baptism. And we had this great privilege of those two things, salvation and baptism, happening with the same person. When we met with them in our house, we shared the 3 circles with them. It's a simple way of sharing the gospel with someone. They responded in faith, gave their life to Jesus, made him king of their life, and then we had the wonderful privilege of as a family of baptizing our dear friend in our bathroom upstairs, which was just so cool. And we're just really excited, really. We're seeing all these first fruits. It's kind of like lots of seed has been scattered, and we're starting to see some of that seed now starting to sprout up, and it's visible. We can feel like Jesus is with us, and he's kind of growing stuff in and around us, which is just so exciting. And so as we look forward to the next year ahead, we're super excited, having seen everything that Jesus has done over the last 12 months. And kind of, I think the main thing for us is just that we would pray more. I think we've got lots of opportunities to get involved in things. There's already a few things we're involved in that are really kind of starting to bear a little bit of fruit, but we don't want to just get very busy doing lots of things. We really want to pray as a community, slow down enough to discern what Jesus is doing in and around the community. We had a prophetic word that said that we should be more like a barge than a speedboat, and so that whole principle of kind of going slow, enjoying the journey, taking in the scenery, and just enjoying the adventure with Jesus is kind of the main thing. And so natural tendency could be to like really pick up and go quite quick, and so I think the whole thing of slowing down, being prayerful, consecrating our actions to Jesus is a primary thing for us over this next year. The second thing we're really excited about, kind of looking forward over this next year, is just seeing kind of an outward expression of witnessing, of evangelism, of outreach. The main way we want really see that outworking is just encouraging one another to be confident in the gospel where we're at. So whether that's with our neighbours next door, whether that's in the workplace, we've got a lot of people that work away from Sittingbourne, and so what we'd love to do is kind of get something in place where we're coaching and encouraging one another, praying for one another, just to be confident in the gospel. We've got a great mechanism or a tool we're using for that, which seems to be bearing some fruit, not only just locally but elsewhere where it's being used. So we've just given ourselves for the next year doing that both individually and also together as a community as well, maybe on the occasional Sunday. So these are the main things really. We want to kind of be a bit more upward in the way that we're praying with God. We've already got a great inward community in the way that we're fellowshipping, so we won't add too much more to that, but then equally outward, the way that we're kind of engaging with the world around us, we're going to put a lot more energy into that. And so as we take these few moments to look backwards and look forwards and just give thanks to Jesus, just want to say a massive thank you for being with us along this journey. Kind of your prayers and your thoughts, encouragements that we've received have just been so valuable. Just really want to make that rallying call. God's about a massive thing, not just here in Sittingbourne but across the nations, and he wants you to be involved in that. And so if that looks like you moving to Sittingbourne to be a part of what we're about, that's awesome. But just really want you to consider, what is your part in God's mission where you're at or elsewhere. Give yourself to the mission. There's nothing greater than that. Give yourself to Jesus. What a privilege to outwork his purposes in our day and age. So cheers guys, thanks for praying for us. We'll be praying for you as well.